you guys? It's your girl, Spiritual Boss Lady, coming back at you. Today, I am doing a tarot review. I know you guys haven't heard from me in a very long time. I had some health issues that I had to kind of take care of, and I have taken care of them. I'm actually, what is this, the second week home from the hospital, and things are working out really well. So I'm really grateful for that. Of course, I can't work out for another, I want to say, week and a half. So, yeah. Not so happy about that. So, I got me a snack here, and I'm going to do a tarot review. So, these decks I have gotten in the last year. Yeah, guys. I'm a little bit obsessed with new decks and decks in general. So, yeah. Let's jump right on in. My first deck that I'm going to show you the ones that are off camera first. And then I will show you some of the ones that are on camera. As you can see, all of these vast different decks. This is one of my newer decks that I have just received, and I am chomping at the bit to work with it. Okay, you guys? So expect some readings from me this weekend. Yeah, so Spiritual Boss Lady back at you guys. I'm here and I'm in full effect. So let's get it started. So this deck is the Golden Wheel Tarot deck. I really like it. This is the back of the card, you guys. I don't know if you can see that, and that is with the light and everything. So yeah, and this is the front. Okay, these cards are they're very beautiful. The cards are very much, oh, as you can see, I had, took a marker and kind of painted the sides. Okay, yeah, because it screamed this burnt orange color, and as you can see, and you look at it, it has a lot of burnt oranges in a lot of the cards, if you can see that. Yeah, so I really like this deck, excuse me. For instance, this is the Eight of Wands. And I really believe that every deck, this is the Eight of Swords. I really believe that every deck has its own feel to it, guys. This is the King of Swords. And it has its own kind of identity even. This is the Judgment. Sorry, forgive me if you see any marks from me edging them. I have to kind of fix that. But yeah. Every deck has like an energy to it. And this deck is no different from the others. This is the Ace of Cups. So yeah, this is the Two of Pentacles. Okay, and in this card deck, the Pentacles is the wheels. If you can see that. So absolutely love this deck. And just a FYI, I don't keep a deck if I don't feel some type of connection to it. I don't know what other tarot readers do, but for me, I will get a deck and I'll work with it for a day or two, and if it doesn't feel right to me, I know a lot of other tarot readers, so what I will do is I will actually gift the deck if it doesn't resonate or feel comfortable with me. I will gift the deck to someone else that perhaps will have that energy of that deck, because yeah, that deck doesn't resonate with me. So yes, again, I don't know what other tarot readers do, but for me, I don't keep a deck if I don't feel some type of energy to it. So moving right along, the next deck that I absolutely love, and I wasn't sure I was gonna absolutely love this deck, but this is the Light Sears deck. Yeah, I actually do love this deck. The cards and the energy, this is the back of the cards. Okay, if you guys can see that. It's like a bluish with turquoise detailing. And this right here is the Nine of Cups. Excuse me. Yes, Nine of Cups. And as you can see, this is the Ace of Pentacles. This is the Justice. Okay. This is the Four of Swords. Oh, excuse me, Four of Wands. And this is the Knight of Cups. Okay. And the Two of Cups. So this deck is very it's the Light Sears deck, so it's very, I can definitely say, working with this deck, I feel that the messages are very light, but on target. Very, I mean, for me, again, as a reader, when I deal with this deck, is a gentle deck to me. Although you can get very serious messages out of it, it's a very gentle deck to me, if I could say that about a deck. Okay, so yes, the next deck that I'm going to talk about is the Essential Tarot. Okay. And this tarot deck is by Hanson Roberts. Probably should have told you who those tarot decks were by too. Sorry, guys. All right, so this tarot deck, the back of the card is like this. Okay. The front of the card is like this. This is the Five of Rods. And the rods are significant for wands in this deck. So this is the Ten of Pentacles. Okay. This is the Seven of Swords. The cartoon, it's like a cartoony kind of feel. This is the Two of Pentacles. Okay. This is the Five of Pentacles. It's very detailed. I get very straightforward messages out of this deck. For me, this is a very, not serious deck, but it's like a kind of very straightforward. As I said to you about the Light Sears deck, that the messages are kind of genteel and just very very soft, like a nudge almost. This is very direct. These are the Essential Tarot deck. It's very direct and straight to the point for me. Okay, the next deck up we are dealing with is the Ethereal Visions. I believe I pronounced that. Illuminated Tarot deck by Matt Hughes. Okay, and this is what those cards look like. Okay, can you see that? Okay, very beautiful cards. The card stock is not very flimsy, but it's not very sturdy either. It's not one of the sturdier cards. This is the Judgment card. As you can see, it's very light. The theme is kind of light. This is the Devil card. Queen of Pentacles. Okay. The Magician. The Hierophant, the Star card, Ace of Cups. So yeah, this card deck is very very airy, light, and whimsical as well. I like it, but it has it has, I want to say it's very kind of pompous, if a deck can be. Like, it's very, as a matter of fact. As is this deck right here. I found that the Golden Art Nouveau deck is very royal, which is really interesting because the cards appear very royal to me as well. I don't want to butcher the name, so I won't. But if you guys want to know the name, leave me a message in the description, and I will definitely, I'll write it down for you guys, because like I said, I don't want to butcher their name, okay, guys? But this is the card. Oh, well, this is the, wait, hold on one second. Give me a second, guys. I haven't been posting videos for a minute. This is the back of the cards. This is the front. This is the Ace of Pentacles. Okay. This is the Two of Wands. If you guys can see that. The Three of Swords. So it's very royal, this deck. Very a matter of fact. Very, what can I say? Very stately. But yeah, it's a good deck to work with, and I absolutely love the artwork. I absolutely adore the artwork. Okay. That was the Knight of Pentacles. Okay. This is the Star card. So yes, this is a very good deck to work with as well. And as I said to you before, it feels very royal, very noble, very, and again, like I said, every reader has their own way of doing things. I am very in tune to my cards and how they feel when I do the reading. So that's just my input and my feeling about the deck. But yes. Now, the next card deck I have is the Tarot of Sexual Magic. And this is the back of the card. Okay. All right. And I want to say this is the front of the deck. Well, the box. And these cards are very... I like them. I'm going to be honest with you. I like them. Although I don't believe that some of the meanings are spot on for the traditional Rider-Waite. I do like them. Yeah. So, oh, that was the Sun card, by the way. But they're very beautiful cards. I especially like the way that the artist has drawn the different images. This is the Nine of Pentacles, I believe. As you can see, look at that. He's cutting a piece of her hair. So yes. This is the Empress card. Love her. Empress vibes, guys. Alright, so yes, that is the Tarot of Sexual Magic. So we are, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 decks in. 6, actually, because I just did this one. So, yeah, let's keep going. All right, the next deck that I have is a deck that was actually gifted to me by a very, very good intuitive reader that I have. When I do my own personal readings, I actually read from this deck. Yeah, so there's a kind of tradition where if you are a tarot reader, that your first deck of cards should be gifted to you. Mine was gifted to me, but again, another great friend of mine, she gave me this deck, okay? And this is the Master Tarot. And yeah, I use this deck for personal readings, for personal things, but this is a very beautiful deck. It's definitely not for beginners, and thank God I'm not a beginner. But it's very spiritually intuitive, and I believe that it's a very beautiful deck. Okay, these are some of the cards, but it's a very beautiful deck. A very beautiful deck, and I thank her very, very much for thinking of me and giving me the deck. So yeah, one of my favorites that I work with. I don't often use this on my clients, but I do use this on my personal self and family. So yeah, that is the Master Tarot from Mario Montano and, oh gosh, guys, I don't want to butcher the name, Mariago Fanacci. Okay, guys, so let's go on to my next deck. So, okay, guys, finally we have gotten to the board in the different decks up here. The first deck that I'm going to show you is the Hawaii Tarot deck. And that is this deck. Now, this deck, guys, is absolutely cute and cuddly and very, it's like a happy deck. And it's so funny because I know the colors and everything make it look very juvenile, but it's a very happy deck, but it's a very informative deck as well. It comes with a book inside the box, which I can't pull out right now because it's there, but it's a very informative book. It's about that thick. But yeah, 8 of Wands. You see that? Can you see that? 10 of Pentacles, King of Wands, Queen of Pentacles, and so on and so forth. Okay. Can you guys see that? They're super cute. They're easy to work with. The guidebook is very good, informative. She breaks down in depth what she means for each of the cards. So yeah, I think that that is a great tarot deck to pick up if in fact you are doing tarot or just like practicing or whatever. I think that's a great deck to pick up. All right, the next deck that I have is for the zombie lovers in the world. I want to believe that when I started picking up all of these decks, this is the first deck that I picked up, you guys, to be quite honest. And I do like the vintage style of the cards, and that is the Zombie Tarot deck. That is the box. It did come with a little booklet about this thin. Okay, you guys, and this is the back of the card. Can you see that? Does that resonate? Yeah, that's a little better. That's the back of the card. So I'll show you some of the cards. They're really, really cool. This is the 10 of Swords. Okay. A lot of stuff to work with. This is an 8 of Cups. Okay, can you guys see that? This is the Ace of Cups. This is the 9 of Cups. This is the Empress. Okay. And this is the 2 of Swords. Now, if you go on my page, you'll probably see me working with almost each and every deck that you see here, with the exception of about 4. Let me see. 1, 2, 3. Maybe about the exception about 3 of them, because I've worked with all of these decks. This deck is very straightforward and has a very funny sense of humor, which is not ironic for like a zombie and that kind of energy or feel or whatever the case may be, but it's very informative, very funny. And I find that this deck is very on the mark. This deck is very, you'd be surprised how on the mark this deck can be. So yeah, I spent a lot of time working with this deck. Again, this is one of the first decks I got when I started doing my tarot work again. And yeah, I liked it. It's really, really good. Oh, here's the book right here. So this is the book. Okay. Very thin booklet. It says cards illustrated by Paul Keeple and Ralph Gironi. Okay. So yeah, this is the booklet. It's very... but it's informative, and yes, it did come with a booklet. So the next one I have is the Easy Tarot, okay, by Ciro Marchetti. I believe that's the name. I have not had the pleasure of working with this deck as of yet. This is one of my newer tarot decks that I have gotten. And although I work with tarot on a regular basis, this is the deck. It's the front. That's the back of the card. That's the front. And this is the Ace of Wands. I just recently purchased this because, you guys, I did not know that you can purchase tarot cards at Walmart, especially Walmart online. So I went online and I seen it there, and I was very surprised. I don't want to quote the price mark because I think it was but it was very, very cheap. I want to say it was under $20. So even though, like I said, I am not a beginner, I like these cards, you guys, and I thought that that was a great price point for them. So I just went ahead and picked them up online, and they came within, I want to say, 3 days from Walmart online. Yeah, I had to say that again because I am like a little bit in awe that Walmart sells tarot cards and they're authentic. Okay, so Nine of Pentacles. So yes, I feel very drawn to this deck as well. Not as much as this. This one feels like it's calling me. Like I need to do a reading. Like my next readings are probably going to be done with that deck. Because like, guys, when I say that I am chomping at the bit to read with those cards, like I most seriously am. Now, of course, if you go on my page, you'll see that I have read. These are like the typical Miss Cleo cards. Yeah. You can get these. This is the booklet, guys. Sorry about that. A little bit upside down. So yeah, the box, as you saw. They're going on different sites for different prices. I did see a pair of them for $42, and I want to say they were on Etsy or something along those lines. I did not purchase mine on Etsy. I think I purchased them on Amazon for maybe under 20 bucks. Okay, but these are the authentic Miss Cleo cards. Okay, 8 of Cups. And I like this deck. You will be surprised. This is one of those decks where they say to you that you will be pleasantly surprised because it's very, very good. And you'll be surprised how fast you kind of pick up what is happening and what's going on in your reading with these cards. But I actually like these cards very, very much. So yes, that is the Miss Cleo deck. Now, we're going to have a meltdown. Hold on one second, guys. Okay, so let's go to the next. Let's see the ones that fell down. Okay, I keep raving about these, so let's go into that. This is the Tori Hartman Chakra Wisdom Tarot. This is another one that I bought online at Walmart, and I want to say I got these for $21, something along those lines. So yes, it comes with a booklet, and when I say it, like I said, it's pretty informative. Everything is color coordinated, and it talks about your chakras and different things of that nature. I am, like I said, I love these cards, and like I said, I am chomping at the bit. I don't want to put them out of order, but yes, as you can see, they have different color coded going according to the chakra. And I absolutely love these cards. I have not worked with them yet. I do want to work with them. I am chomping at the bit to work with them. But from my spiritual practices and what I was taught is that, well, I'm sick right now. Not sick, but just recovering. So I don't want to really do too many readings right this minute. But also, I cannot, right now I'm filming from my bedroom, and I cannot actually do readings from my bedroom. It's not really good to do readings in your bedroom. When you invite spirit in, sometimes they can linger around and it's difficult for you to get to sleep at night. So it's better to use a different room to do your readings and things of that nature. So since I'm kind of in the bed, I haven't been doing any readings. So yeah, chomping at the bit to do those readings. But the next deck that I have that I really, really love, and I was very drawn to this deck as well, is the Tarot of the Divine. And it did come with a handbook as well. I'm not really sure where it's at, but it did, oh, right here. It did come with the handbook. The handbook is not as thick But it's inspired by deities, folklore, fairy tales from around the world. And the name of the person is Yoshi Yoshinati. Please don't quote me if I am butchering the name. Please forgive me. Okay, but these cards are amazing, guys. The card stock in itself is very thick. It's a very matted card. It's not, although it does have some shine, as you can see, it's not a gloss. It's a matted finish. But these cards are absolutely beautiful. The Knight of Swords. So, yeah, moving right along. I absolutely love these cards. One of my favorite decks, along with some of the others. Yeah, so the next deck up that we'll talk about is this one. Okay, guys, I think everybody and their mother loves this deck. It just gave us a very fresh, new perspective on tarot. This is the beginning, the front of the card. It's the Modern Witches Tarot deck by Lisa Sturl. So yeah, love this tarot deck. As you can see, very strong women. All of the cards are women in different strong stances. That's a woman. That's the Star card. Very nice cards. Love them. I like this deck a lot. Like a lot. Like I use this deck a lot. So yeah, I do a lot of my readings with this deck, and I absolutely adore. Look at the Queen of Pentacles. Isn't she beautiful? Yeah. Five of Wands. Look at that Chariot. Isn't she hot? Yeah, so she just looked very kick-ass, badass. Excuse my French, guys. Love that tarot deck as well. One of my favorites. So up there with the Light Sears deck and the Miss Cleo deck, because I absolutely love it. Yeah, so this is the Deviant Moon Tarot, and this is another one of the tarot decks. Jeez, another one of the tarot decks that I have not gotten a chance to work with it yet. But this is by Patrick Valzina. Guys, please forgive me if I butcher the name. Okay. Valenza. There we go. Okay. This is the guidebook. This is the actual card. This is the back. These are the fronts. Now, I have to tell you guys. At first, I thought this was going to be one of those decks that I would probably work with 1 or 2 times and then give to someone else. But I have grown to like it a lot. Again, I haven't worked with it yet. But I have grown to grow. Excuse me. Mercury retrograde, guys. I have learned to grow an appreciation, okay, for this deck and its art. I had to really sit down and study each of the cards. And at first, like I said, I felt like maybe I wouldn't like it. It gives me very much Tim Burton, Beetlejuice kind of vibes. It's kind of dark, almost like this tarot deck. But I do believe that I will very much appreciate it. So we'll see when I work with it. You guys can look out for it because I will be doing some card readings this weekend. Okay. So yeah, I'll probably be using either this deck or, like I said, I am chomping at the bit to use that other deck. So we'll see. But yeah. So the next tarot deck we have is the Wisdom Seeking Tarot. Wisdom Seekers Tarot. Okay. So I think we went through all of these except this one. I'll go through that one on the end. Okay. And yes, the Wisdom Seekers Tarot deck has a book. It's like that thin. And these cards are very, very bright, very happy, very whimsical. It's another one of my very whimsical decks. Okay, I don't know if that's resonating. That's the Ten of Pentacles, Three of Cups. But I don't know if you can pick up on the vibe when I say it's very light. You see that the color pattern, the color choice is very blues and oranges, very cool. Queen of Swords. Okay. Hangman. Prince of Cups. Okay. Uh-oh. So as you can see, it's very light and very airy. I enjoy working with this deck. I believe that I worked with it maybe once or twice. Maybe 3 times tops, because I haven't had the joy of working with it as much as I would like, but I do intend on working with it again. And last but not least, you have the Romantic Tarot. Now, this is the Romantic Tarot box. Okay. Now, I absolutely love these cards. They're very romantic, as the box said. And for lack of better word, for not butchering the name, I'm not going to say the name. But I do enjoy this tarot deck. I did edge this tarot deck as well, as you can see, with a pink marker. Okay. I did edge the deck. So they're very romantic cards, as you can see. Let's see that one. Can you see that? Look at that. Again, these are not cards for the beginner, because they don't have the names. But very good for someone who is intuitive. Very good for somebody who kind of knows the tarot in and out. So that is that deck. And I don't know if I showed you, but the front of the card is like that. So yes, I edged my deck with pink, kind of the subtle pink, to signify the love and romance in this deck. Kind of trying to relate to the deck. But those are my decks, you guys. So I have so many more coming in the mail. Hope you guys to hear from you guys soon. I'm going to put out my new video soon. And yeah, guys, I'm so glad to be sending out a new video to you guys. I love you. And please look forward to my new videos coming out this week. Please like, share, and subscribe. And yeah, the Spiritual Boss Lady is back. I love you guys. Bye. Love and light. I have a blessed and beautiful day.